lot of people don't know this, but I actually was born with my sight. I lost it at the age of 18 months old due to a tumor on my optic nerve. And it was such a big transition just for my family, my mom being a single parent. She taught herself basically everything that she needed to know in order to help me to succeed. She has been my rock throughout everything that I've gone through, her and my two older brothers. And for me, adjusting to losing my sight, it was hard, but my mom did enroll me in a lot of programs, and I started to get involved with music. And through those programs, I met other people who were blind and low vision, and a lot of the people that were older than me were really helping me to guide me and carry on with me through my journey. I met a lot of my closest friends at a lot of those programs. Growing up, I started to develop a passion for a lot of different things. One of those being becoming a YouTuber. I started a YouTube channel about a year ago, and I did it because, growing up, although I did have people that I could look to for guidance, there wasn't anybody in media on the internet that I could turn to say, wow, I can relate to this story, or this person is a role model for me. So I wanted to be able to do that for other people who are losing their sight. I still do feel discouraged at times, but now as a college senior, I'm happy to say that I have made a lot of accomplishments, and I'm really proud of myself because I've overcome a lot of obstacles, and I've gained a few awards here and there, and I'm just proud of what I'm doing, and I'm confident in what I'm doing as well. So I want to show you how I am able to use my phone and just some of the assistive technology that I use. So let's start out with my Braille note. This is my Braille note. There's 6 keys, and this actually wasn't the first thing that was made for blind individuals. The first thing that was made was a Braille writer, but this is where I'm able to read and I'm able to write, and I do a lot of my assignments here. And the Braille pops up on the display at the bottom. So this is just one of the assistive technology that I use. Next is my phone. My phone, I use a screen reader called VoiceOver, and I'm still able to do everything that a sighted person could do. I could text, I go on social media, I email, and I do other things like watch Netflix and things like that. So let's just show you an example. I'm gonna slow the speech down. Okay, so 1 second. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is set for this. Okay. So this is my phone. And as I'm, using it, it tells me all of the icons and every app that's on my phone. So let's start out here. Messages.
Calendar. Sunday, December 13th.
Calendar. Photos, camera, and then of course on the second page I have apps that I use that's not relating to the home screen. So I also use my MacBook, which also uses VoiceOver. All of Apple's products have VoiceOver on it, and I have an iPad, which is where I do a lot of my work. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you some of the assistive technology that I use. I have my older brother Jason here with me, so I just wanted to ask him a few questions about what it's like having a blind sister. So, Jason, how do you feel when you see me doing things independently? Do you have any fears when I'm just going out into the world and I'm accomplishing all of my goals?
For the most part, I don't have any fears. I feel very proud and confident because you've always been very self-sufficient. I do get concerned when if you have to go to public places on your own. because I just don't know if people are going to be nice enough to assist you. And I also don't know if there are people that you might cross paths with that might intentionally try to harm you. So
Hmm.
those are usually my concerns.
Yeah. Um, so when I lost my sight, I know you're the oldest, you're the eldest brother here out of all three of us. So when I lost my sight, what were some of the thoughts and emotions that you were feeling?
Well, I was sad. I cried a lot during that time. I felt helpless because there was nothing that I could really do to actually help you. And it was just a lot of praying happening
Hmm.
every day. And still today, I still pray for you all the time. So I would say the main emotion was sad and helplessness.
Yeah. Is there anything that you have learned from me? And if so, what is it and how has it impacted your life?
Well, when people ask me about like my inspiration and motivation, I always say you, right? Like you may see me as a strong person, but I actually get my strength from you because I look at you and I look and I say, like, okay, well, my little sister, the youngest of us, went through two brain tumor operations, made it through that, went to school, always public school, never a school for the blind.
Hmm.
Um, where I know kids could sometimes be not the nicest
Yeah.
and still be able to push through school, graduate, get to college, and actually have good grades through it all. And still on top of that, find energy and time to wanna like do extra activities, wanna build a YouTube channel. I mean, you just don't stop, right? You just keep pushing, pushing, and pushing through. And there's a certain level of strength that you have. You're very strong, and it's just not just me that see you that way. It's the family. It's also all my friends. Like everybody sees that you're an inspiration, right? Like that
Hmm.
you actually drive and push everybody else as well. Because of your strength. So one of the things I've learned from you is determination. And I look at you and I say, well, shoot, if Gabby could do it and is not complaining about it and she's pushing through, then why the hell are we?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we joke about it all the time. Like we always make blind
Exactly.
jokes and like
And that's what's good about you. It's like, yeah, you're blind, but you're not sad. Do you know what I mean?
I
You're
feel
a
like
happy you're a
yeah,
happy person, and we always make jokes and in light humor.
yeah.
Um so
I always feel like, whatever it is that you know, everybody has something that they are dealing with in their own lives. And I feel like for me, making blind jokes, it's a way for me to just show other people like, yeah, I'm okay with this and I've accepted it. I love you. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
of course, you're welcome. I love you anytime.